lucky to be in this room. I have been beyond thrilled to watch and rewatch Hazbin Hotel Season 1 just like over and over and over again. But it's about time we get some new material, right? And you want to see some parts of the show before anybody else does, right? Season 2 premiere doesn't start. The Season 2 premiere doesn't happen until October 29th, but you're going to get a couple clips today. And to help me show them off, we've got a whole bunch of folks here from the show. Please join me in welcoming to the stage our executive producer, Vivian Medrano. With all of you, but first, given how special what you accomplished in Season 1 was, I gotta take a moment to look back a little. Viv, you'll get my first question on that. Again, Season 2, we're all so hyped. The future is very, very bright for your show with the additional renewals on top of Season 2. I want to look back on Season 1 and how it might impact the future. Can you tell me a specific thing you accomplished making Season 1 that still makes you think, like, I can't believe we pulled that off, and now it'll give you confidence going into the future seasons?
The entirety of Season 1. It was a challenge because, you know, it was my first time running a show. I had been making Hell of a Boss in the meantime, like, while we were figuring it out. But, you know, like, so I had some experience running a show, but, like, just working with a different studio and really, and we had this very strict limitation because when it first started, we didn't know exactly what its fate would be. And so, you know, we had 22 minutes exactly, and we had 8 episodes. And I had this story in my head that I was like, okay, we gotta do it, and that's the time. And I didn't want to compromise on the music. I didn't want to compromise on anything. So it was the hardest thing just with that. Like, I was writing the scripts with, like, so much, like, okay, we could cut this, or, like, we could change this, like, whatever. Like, I had to, like, do multiple versions of, like, it's something in my head to, like, plan, like, how we could make it work. And that was a challenge. It was also just a challenge visually. Like, you know, I think anyone's first project is, like, a lot of teething, you know, you're figuring out what it is. And so it was a challenge. The show is not easy to make. The characters are very, you know, crazy and interesting and very different from each other. And so it was just a huge undertaking. And so when I look back at season 1, I feel a lot of pride in the accomplishment of pulling it off, because I know how many sleepless nights went into it. I know how much blood, sweat, and tears. The two directors that were by my side the most were my friends Sam Miller and Sky Henwood, who I owe so much to. And together we really made that season. So it's gonna be special forever. We also have matching tattoos. That was our trauma bonding.
Can you tell us what the tattoo is of?
It's just the key.
Okay. Oh,
mine's here. They have it in a better place. I'm like jealous of them.
Love it, love it. So all of that hard work went to season 1. It paid off big time. Now I'm gonna open a big group question here, because we have to look out into the audience. Like, look what you all started. The Hazbin fandom is truly something next level special. So for each of you, can you tell me the first moment when you realized to your core that you didn't just make a high quality entertaining show, but you made a show that really moved people to the point that it's become a big part of their lives, and they want to be close to all of you as artists?
One of the very first Velvet cosplays that I ever saw at a convention was so gorgeous. I think that was the moment that I realized, oh, this is legit. And they told me that it took them 3 months to make it. And that was just so incredible. The time and devotion and artistry that it has, encouraged people to create. It's so special.
One thing I will never forget is the first con in Birmingham, Alabama, that Amir and Erica and I did. It was our first one ever. We had like some press event in Atlanta, and then we got in a car and drove to Birmingham. And before the con, we were like looking out over this like small con floor and being like, okay, do you think people will like us? Like we brought, like I brought a book to read to pass the time, and that was
he's still reading it.
Not necessary. But yeah, we spent the whole day saying hi to people, and then by the end of the day, we got back to the green room, and I shit you not, we collapsed on the floor, and we're just like, oh my God, what have we just gotten ourselves into?
I feel like for me it was at the first convention and doing a panel and being in a room like this full of so many people, and like coming from New York theater, like the amount of people that are in this room currently are probably more than have ever seen me do a play off Broadway. like for the whole run. And I'm like doing my best work. This is like, I'm like, wow, I'm like so good at acting, and so few people saw it. So like, it's so wild to me about like the reach that television, the reach that animation can have, that it connects to something so deep that it's so special. I don't take it for granted at all.
Who's jumping in next?
Well, I mean, go. Oh, okay. No, I just think I think it's about the scope for me. Like really just understanding. We've traveled for the last 2 years together as a cast, which has been really special for us, but so special for us to connect with all of you. And I don't think that anyone could have explained to me what the Helliverse really was in this version until seeing it and understanding that what we're doing impacts you guys, and what you do with your cosplays and how you come to us and talk to us about what this means for you impacts us, that we take back into our lives. I mean, it's a huge community, right? You've found your best friends. We've seen people get married and engaged through the show, which is just so crazy, and find their community. Like, y'all are a community, right? And you can see yourselves in each other and in the show and in us, and that's really special, magical.
Representation is something that's really always been important to me as an actor of color, and I think that I didn't know when I got involved in this show that my character was on the Airway spectrum, and I didn't know what that meant when I found out. And sort of diving into that. Oh, what now? Diving into that sort of wormhole of understanding, and then seeing the way people reacted to that part of him, both online and in person, that was when I was like, oh, this was fun. This was always fun, and I love that it's a hobby for people, right? Like Hazbin Hotel, I love it, it's fun, but for some people, it means something deeper. And when I really got that, that was a big moment for me.
Someone approached me. I did one convention before this whole thing kicked off, and I actually had like a handful of people come up to me and they're like, I'm so excited that you're Nifty. And I was like, I didn't even know it was announced. I'm like, was it announced?
Oh, y'all are just sleuths.
Yeah.
Everybody knew.
Yeah.
How did they find out?
Sniffed you out
They
right
sniffed
away.
us out real quick.
We were early, and I was like, oh.
People were like looking at Viv's
My follows.
likes.
Yeah. They found my follows and my likes, and then you started liking a bunch of Valentino.
I know, that
and
was
they were
my
like,
fault.
wait,
That was my bad.
she follows Joelle, and he's liking a lot of Valentino.
I know, that was my dumbass.
But I swear, I liked one random post of yours, Viv, and the internet was like, Christina Alvarado liked Vivian's post.
You know what? All of you guys, all of you nerds need to start solving murders and stop talking about it. This is insane. Like, it's crazy. There's all this, like, you're all so useful. And look at you, you're sitting here looking at us. Go solve murders. But also, I'm really happy that musical theater's in cartoons now.
Christian, what you got for us?
I can't top any of that. What do you want from me?
Look at what you're looking at right now out there.
That's unbelievable. And that is why I'm finally on social media. He's nodding.
Lies.
He's not.
Before we dig into the specifics, I said it to you earlier, I'm warning you, the enthusiasm for your work in the new season is going to be through the roof. Brace yourself for it. You all knew it already, but you heard it here first. All right, Viv, we're going to start to teeter into season 2 now. So one of my absolute favorite things about a show that continues on and on is, yes, you want it to feel cohesive from season to season, but I also love the fact that each season can have its own unique definition. How would you define season 1, and then how would you define season 2 in comparison?
Ooh, that's a fun one. Each season is a part of like a chapter of a book, right? And I already know where the ending is. And so each season I'm like, this is the time this happens, this is the time this happens. And I almost like color code them in my head, which is also what's fun about the poster, because I was like, this is the blue season. And I know what colors the other seasons are, and I'm like, hey, I know. But the exciting thing for me was like, sorry, repeat the question. I lost it on the colors.
You were it's defined by colors.
Yeah. Well, I think like just no, I lost it. What was the question?
How would you define season 2 compared to season 1?
Yes. So yeah, besides the color, I would define it really by the sense of escalation, because like I think the theme that I've said that season 2 has is a theme of identity and like security in oneself, because I think I said it in an interview in the past that I think Charlie and Vox as the villain and the hero have like both their stories this season involve like identity of themselves, and I think that's the theme to me. Whereas the first season is like redemption, the second season is like about like inner reflection, I guess. That's how I would say it, right? Yeah.
Rock solid tease there, but plus the colors, which you know I'm not going to forget. So that was a little...
Please never let me live that down.
I will follow up on that eventually, you know it. So that was a little tease of what's in store for you with season 2, but do you want to get a little taste of it? Feel it for yourself? It is time to watch our very first clip from season 2.
Our brand